Um, Hi guys, I'm Jen. Nice to meet you to my new subs. How you doing? And let's see. I'm going to get some sky shots and then I'm going to the park, which is right down there. And I am going to do a channeling session there over at the park with the celestial bodies. And see what happens. So that's why I'm checking in really quick, because I am being nudged, guided. Oh, I'm nervous now to record it, my channeling session, and then upload it. Yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm just nervous. It makes me anxious to channel, read energy in front of people. I have literally, knowingly channeled in front of probably 4, maybe 5 people in my entire life. So I've been a hermit most of my life. So anyways, here's a shot of the sky while I'm thinking. Look at that sun. I'm telling you, that's why I will be channeling the celestial beings. And look at that weird cloud. It looks like a tail and then like fire at the end of it. Like it's traveling west. I always do that when I come out here. See, I'm from Florida. And in Florida, it's so easy because Florida is a peninsula. So to your left is west, straight ahead is north, to your right is east, behind you is south. And all the streets go in, the right direction like that. Up here, like these are the streets. They're little alley, cutway. Oh, I gotta mind this microphone so I don't have that crinkly, crunchy, staticky noise again. I'll check it out in this video, and if it does it again, even when I hold it, then I'll just not use the headphones anymore because I don't want to annoy you guys with the sound. There's another one. So look at that. Okay. So, see these lines? Okay. This is why I am going purposely into nature to do a channeling session with Sol, S-O-L, that is sun. In case you didn't know, planets, stars, sun, moon, earth, Saturn, Alpha Centauri, all of them are conscious, aware. This right here, that is from a CME, a coronal, like think of the corona of your eye. Oops, I hate even saying that word anymore. I'm so disgusted with the C word anymore over this. Like every time I hear it, I just want to look at that sun. This Florida girl's liking it, loving it, wanting more of it. Okay, so I channel celestial beings more often than not. I have the clearest communication. Well, I have pretty clear communication with some who have passed that I would be close to. I'm close to. Sorry, my mind is all over the place, guys, because I'm trying to get here so I can hurry up and get this session done, because I want to... Lord, please just gift me patience so I don't have to learn how to have patience anymore. Can I just have it, please? Like, for Christmas this year, that's what I'm going to write on my list. Patience. Sorry, guys, I have to laugh because everything's been so crazy, crazy, chaotic, that I cannot even think straight, literally. So, I have had probably about 3 hours sleep total in 3 days, maybe 4 hours tops. It has been super high activity as far as supernatural. Lots of activity. And as a channel, you are an open line of communication, like a source of communication. Not open line, I shouldn't have said that. I have to be very mindful of my moment-to-moment day. That's why I have been an introvert most of my life, all my life. I guess it is most of my life, because for the first 18, I lived at home with my parents and my 2 sisters. So for all of my adult life, minus when I've had a partner, but yeah, because in my life personally, I have so much more going on in the unseen world than I do here in the Matrix. This right here does nothing for me. I'm so bored. Like, if I have to come outside and look at this boring, ugly, dilapidated old houses and nothing for entertainment, like skating or biking or whatever, dancing, movies, nothing is free. Nothing. And there's nothing in walking distance. They shut down the bus service here, so I can't even get to a dermatologist or... No. As soon as this flared back up and Jen had to go back to the doctor, or go to the doctors, nope, buses aren't running. Awesome. I'll wait. Looking like this. I'll wait. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. No one would want to be me. I'm just quoting John Davis. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm kind of in a crappy mood today. I am going to say that. So I do apologize in advance, because if my tone gets a little like irritated sounding, it is because I'm irritated. And I'll tell you why. Because I am 43 years old. I am truly disabled. I have every document and medical record to prove that fact. I have been fighting a disability claim for 3 years with 3 denials, which has left me destitute or dependent upon another, which left me nearly dead. I was homeless last year because I can't work. There is nothing within walking distance that I could do. First of all, anything that I would consider just trying to see if I could do it is too far away. So, the last year and a half, 2 years, I had this YouTube channel. I decided to start a YouTube channel, and, well, I didn't decide to. I was guided to. Sorry, somebody's walking past and they're screaming at the other party on the phone so loudly. She can't even hear me. Look. That's how we behave these days. And no, I didn't infringe on someone's privacy because no one could see her face. She was turned around. So if anybody wants to try to start some stuff with that, nice try. Can't even remember what I was saying. And that's been my whole life, like that. Interruption, distraction, inconsideration, noise, chatter, noise, talkity, talk. Everybody's always flapping that and never using these two things here. I can't take it sometimes. I can't. There's a fresh CME, anyways, a coronal mass ejection. So those are sunbursts that spit out from the corona of the sun when, oh my goodness, that person, look, I'm going to try to see if I can get it. She's at the corner. Shoot, I'm so bad at this backwards. She's at the corner screaming. I can hear her all the way from here. Wow. Anyways, the sun, why there has been so much talk about what is going on with the sun, why they have the solar, I don't even know, I don't remember what it's called, orbiter, the orbiter that is checking stats of the sun, and it orbits the sun and it's taking temperatures and pictures and gauging electromagnetic activity and lots of different stuff. There are so many solar winds on the sun right now. The age of the sun needs to be factored in for any of this to make sense. Also, all the space junk, they call it, like asteroids, meteors, meteorites, located in the Kuiper Belt and the Oort cloud and things like that. They are flying in heavy, and they were doing it all 2019, all 2020 thus far. There's a lot of stuff headed right for Earth, peeps. Like, I don't know how to break it to you any clearer than that. That is why all these collectives like truthers and light workers and I don't know, whatever other groups are out there. The QAnon groups and things like that were to spread the message and wake people up because some is about to go down here. All right? And myself and those on my team, in my collective, groups that I'm associated with, as well as many others all over the world, have been relentlessly, tirelessly seriously, truthfully, lovingly, impatiently, kindly, rightly, and justly opening people's eyes to the truth of what is about to occur here on Earth. Today is March 26th, 2020. 2020. Perfect vision. Right? That's no coincidence. This year, 2020, like I have been saying, is the year of disclosure and exposure. Full development. Okay? 2020. Because we have about a year until it's going to be very chaotic, very difficult, very heavy, dense. It's a sad place. It's a sad place. And thank God Almighty that is only temporary. Because what comes after chaos? Order, balance, harmony. For some. Oops, did I just say that? Yes, I did. There is truly a spiritual war or battle happening now. And it will be continuing for some time, and it's about to intensify and manifest physically here on Earth. And when humans fight, that's a really, 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 really bad thing. Because what I've noticed in my 43 years as a human here on planet Earth, Terra, Gaia, is that humans have no regard for any other life form or anything that gets in their way. Now, I do not mean every human, but a large amount. And that makes my heart sad. Let's say, for instance, this boyfriend and girlfriend like the girl we just saw a few moments ago who graced us with her presence loudly. Let's say a boyfriend and a girlfriend were having a heated argument. This is what I mean, that when human beings argue, fight, or have that rage inside, pretty much nothing is going to stop them from doing whatever they're going to do, saying whatever they're going to say, or acting however they're going to act. The problem with that is that that human isn't the only person that's alive. They're not here by themselves where they can do whatever the heck they want, because other beings get hurt every moment of every second, of every minute, of every hour, of every day, of every week, of every year, of every decade, of every century, of every millennium. From their own kind to other mammals like animals, dogs, cats, and such, to sea creatures, to earth elements like water and air. Anyways, I got sidetracked again. I try not to get too angry anymore because I'm one of those people. That's why I'm talking about it, because it takes one to know one, and I am one. Well, I used to be anyways. I didn't have a stopping point. I would just kind of black out and just see red. And I was like, with the attitude, I'm not responsible for my actions after that point. That's a point of no return. But I am responsible. I was responsible, and I always will be responsible for my actions and behaviors and words. Sticks and stones will break your bones, but names will never hurt you. Whoever made that is an idiot. Whoever made that up is an idiot. Wow. I have scars from head to toe all over my body, and these things all over my body are painful. These, whatever they are. They feel like if you've ever gotten a cactus hair in your fingertip, and every time you touch something, that's what every single one of them all over my body feel like. Plus, to stay on top of it from getting worse or becoming inflamed more than 3 times a day, it requires a very specific facial care routine regimen at least 3 times a day, consuming hours out of my day. Sorry, guys. That's not what's bothered me about it. It's the emotional aspect of it, because I have, on top of being an introvert hermit already, I practically haven't left my room because I have roommates, and I can't even stomach the thought of going outside my bedroom door without at least some kind of concealer on, because it's so disgusting looking. Like, not that, I'm going to, get laughed at or made fun of. That's not what I'm saying. I'm self-conscious about it. I have the problem with it because the few rare places I have gone out in public to since October, when I first got this, I very clearly saw, perceived, felt loud and clear how people looked at me. I know that feeling well, because I've had it for 43 years. This on the outside, what you see right here, being the leper in society. This is how I felt my entire life. I have never known happiness. I have never known unconditional love. I have never known what it's like to be accepted. Or the kicker, which would be like probably something I dream about, would be I'm tired of crying anymore in my life. I'm sick of it. I've cried enough tears in this lifetime. I could easily fill every ocean on this planet. The thing I would want the most would be, whether it's by a physician, psychiatrist, psychologist, psychotherapist, a peer, friend, boyfriend, co-worker, whatever, family member, relationship, anything, my kids even. I would ask for, if I could understanding. But when you are someone who is not just, she's a little weird, but okay overall, no. I am astronomically different in quite a few profound ways. So how can anyone here ever understand? I had to deal with that. That was not an easy pill to swallow. Pretty much, I found out real quick that I don't have a happily ever after here. I don't have a true love story here, or a heroic happy ending, or dream career and purposeful, meaningful. Nope. Now, what I'm trying to figure out these days is, look at something beautiful here while I talk, so you don't have to look at the leprosy or Morgellons, whatever it is. Who gives a crap? Is what it is. All right, so I'm trying to figure out these days, did I have a bunch of lifetimes here over and over, like recycle mode, as experience, and that is from God, kind of enrolling you in school, quote unquote, Earth being the school? Or is it soul recycling, where your soul is trapped to where it cannot ascend or descend or go anywhere, and then recycled over and over and over, like you're on loop mode, looped over and over on repeat? That's the gist of this whole video, those church bells that you just heard. Thank goodness that they're still ringing, because with what's going on with the sun, and it's a lot of astronomical facts and astrophysical facts, and it's too much to discuss, so I'm just going to break it down. The power, electricity, is most likely going to go out for a little bit. And any radio waves or wireless signals, electromagnetic devices, probably going to lose signal here very soon. How long? I have no clue. Not a clue. I'm not even going to try to act like I know and throw out some kind of numbers. I have no clue. I do see, however, that there's going to be a lot of shifting of tectonic plates, ley lines, earthquakes, volcanoes. There is very powerful lunar activity right now, and it will continue until, I think, May-ish, it's looking like. And there are 3 supermoons. And with the lunar activity increased, that is going to have an effect on the waves in the ocean. And with the other activity, that could very well cause tidal waves, tsunami-style tidal waves. So coastal areas, please be advised and be prepared. And if you're called to evacuate, have a plan set. Florida, California, New York, New Jersey, places like that, please. We already know the swamplands down south where I'm from, Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, Florida. You guys already know what to do. Something is going to be flying into our atmosphere. I saw this last year, and I have it journaled. I called my sister, as a matter of fact, and I spoke to her on the phone about it, and she had seen something similar. Now, I saw it landing in the ocean and it looked like a fireball. And I've been thinking this whole time, asteroid, meteor, meteorite, comet. But the possible timelines that I'm seeing, holy guacamole. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. If that says anything, I don't want to disrupt the algorithms or say a keyword that might get me flagged here, because this is important and that's why I'm out here doing this. And I am feeling intuitively that we are looking at a bigger shutdown, quarantine, or a lockdown than we anticipated we were going to see. Well, I didn't. I anticipated exactly what is coming. And that's why I'm telling you guys, because it's big. And that's the last thing I want to do is scare anyone, nor do I want anyone to be afraid. All it takes is getting ready, being prepared with necessities and emergency preparedness kits and what have you, securing your dwelling space, having medicines and first aid and weapons if you feel you should. Get together with your neighbors or your communities and come up with a plan, a central meeting place. For myself, for instance, everything is closed here in this town for the CoronaCon, everything. So I can't even put a flyer up at the library for free for people that don't have money. You know, come to a seminar and pay me $300,000 and I'll tell you the secrets of the universe. No. Knowledge is power. That's where power truly lies, in knowledge. Knowledge comes from learning. And once you have the understanding or the knowing, then it becomes wisdom. And wisdom cannot be bought, sold, or traded. It exists to be shared and given freely because it's the right thing to do. And I try to do that. I try to not be like everyone else. But I'm not going to make them feel the way they made me feel. I'm just going to show them how it's done. Hopefully, by the grace of God, some will follow suit. And I'm not talking to the average human being out there. I'm talking to the really, 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 really dark, dense, immoral, superficial types. The sellouts. Well, now that all you elites sold out so you could have your excess and your luxuries and your conveniences and your riches and your fame and your notoriety and your recognition. Well, now it's time for the sellouts to start helping out and paying out. You could take some of your excess and you can get some of these families out here that have nothing and have children. And you people can start a fund that's monitored by someone trustworthy with a high level of moral ethics, such as myself here. Because none of your shit would get past me. I'll tell you that right now. You can smell a lie a mile away. Not unfortunately, just as it turns out for me, although my entire life I've known every single time someone has ever lied to me, and I've kept a straight poker face through it all, held on to it to this day, I haven't outed their lies. Why? Because that's my job here. That was my mission, was to be a mirror. Hold up that mirror every time I have ever come in contact with someone, every time someone and myself have ever crossed paths. I'm the mirror. So by their behaviors, actions, words, inactions, misbehaviors, whatever, that now has all been reflected, and there has been, is now, or will be a lesson to be learned on how whatever interaction I had with said being played out. It's going to teach a lesson. So basically, what everyone in my life has ever handed out in regards to me is now being reflected back in the reflection in a mirror. The difference, though, for them is that I took care of all their karmic debt for them so that they wouldn't have to. Because like I said, I have, and I always will practice unconditional love. And although I have walked this world alone, I know my family loves me. But they all minus 3. There's 3. And my kids, of course. Obviously my kids. And 3 family members who have shown me. And I love them and appreciate them so much. Because they're the black sheep of the family too. So, and my kids, we're always affectionate. Even my 21-year-old, he's got long hair down to the middle of his back. He's a guitar player in a band, a metalcore band. So of course he's, metal. And I'll twirl his hair while I hug him, and I'll kiss my boys' cheeks and things like that. Think I care how old they are? Nope. To the nopest nope. And they're used to it. My youngest, he's 15, so he's at the age where he's kind of like, oh, here she goes again, but he'll get over it. How do I know this? My 21 and my 18-year-old did. So, I really don't know what is to come of me, guys. yesterday I had my big announcement on my channel of my practice. I didn't know which way. I was at the fork in the road in life. 43. Which way is my life path going to turn? Left or right? Left would be my spiritual counseling, life coaching, holistic coaching, teacher of magic, 2 initiates only. No fee or tuition, just will, choice, decision, and desire. Anyways, I didn't know if I was going to be opening my practice and coming into now my life as it should be versus the past 43 years of torturous hell and suffering. Or if this was it and my job was done here. I saw both timelines for myself. In that I knew that some beings that are here on planet Earth right now are here to break the matrix down. And when that is accomplished, to infinity and beyond. Some will be here after the breakdown of everything, which is what is occurring now. The breakdown of everything. Not some of it, not most of it, not 99.83%. Everything. 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 All of it. Everything. All of us. All of it. Everything. Okay? Must be broken down to build up the new. Because you have to have the space available to build it. So let's say all these buildings. What if they were all open and there were people living in the apartments upstairs, stores on the bottom floor, and you move to town and you need an apartment and there are no vacant apartments. So let's use that analogy. Okay? And that's why these institutions and agencies and branches and forces and fleets and elected officials and regimes and yada, 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 corporations and the such are in the process. Look at my bandana, it keeps sticking up. I'm just going to leave it. Then we'll bring some humor. There. I wonder if I'll see if anybody points it out to me. I guarantee nobody will say anything to me and just let me walk around looking stupid. Okay. Okay, so we're going to laugh our way through this, guys, all right? Wait. Okay. So banks, corporations, companies, businesses, schools, churches, religions, branches of government are all breaking down, like from the top to the bottom, just down the ladder. Everything is crumbling apart. I can't look at myself or I'm going to crack up, and I'm trying to keep my train of thought going. So I'm going to look away and I'll span so you guys can look at my awesome hat as well as the awesome sky. Anyways, so with the cosmic events like the solar events, the lunar events, the supermoons, the 6-planet conjunction, the everything plus putting it together with scripture and prophecy, these are, I'm going to say this as clearly as I can because I've said it so many times I feel like a broken record. These are the end times. This is the end of the world and its ways, which suck because they are man's ways, not God's ways. And that is where humanity fell. Can do nothing without God. And you are capable of anything with God. I just told someone the other day who needed encouragement. If God, like, think God, like prime creator, source, creator of everything, of all of it, the entire whole everything, like the Most High, God Almighty. I say the OG, okay? And then we call the gods and goddesses lowercase g's. So you got your lowercase g's and you got your OG, okay? The OG is the one we all come from. Good, bad, ugly, beautiful, brutal, angel, demon. We all come from the source. The one. Okay? So we got the OG, and then we got all the lowercase g's. All right? And funny thing about that is, remember in school, sitting in those boring classrooms at those uncomfortable hard desks for all those hours every day, 5 days a week? And the person that stood in the front of the class that spoke like blah 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 blah. And I remember, I forget what they're called. I can't remember. They would take your attendance in the morning, but they didn't call you your name. Like, they never said Jen. They said 69042. That was my number in high school. I was a number. I still am, because I have a social security card. Social security number. And in case you haven't heard, no, that's a little mean. I don't want to be mean. I don't like being, I'm very sarcastic. That's why, that's my choice form of humor, is sarcasm. And I sprinkle in a whole lot of assholery. Sarcasm and assholery. And triple the amount of smartassery. Anyways, so I got sidetracked again. I'm just so super tired, and it's been very trying. And I don't know day to day anymore. You know, this grid could go out tomorrow, and then I can't get to you guys, right? Well, I stopped letting fear immobilize me, because I started thinking, when some of these topics got hard last year, especially when I had to talk about personal things. Oh man, it was very difficult publicly, worldwide platform, you know, it wasn't easy. So, with these topics, if I don't say anything to you guys and someone were to get hurt or to lose their home, let's say a big cyclone, tornado came through, and I could have told you, but I didn't because I was afraid, so I didn't do my video. I couldn't live with myself, okay? So I would not be doing you any service at all or any justice by remaining silent and being a hermit and just staying silent. I'm not going to do that. So, these things are about to occur, okay? Like a very short amount of time. I'm going to get my stuff together. It's getting a little chilly now. The sun is starting to go down. And I want to get home and get something to eat and get my notes together. I may have someone sit in on this coming video, the next one, with me to collaborate a little bit. I think that would be helpful. Maybe seeing as how this person that I'm thinking of, the way that they speak is very much more eloquent than me. I'll put it that way. So maybe if they're willing to do it, we can do the video that way, and then it'll be easier to understand, because I know a lot of times, probably 99% of the times, I speak a lot differently than the average person does, and I use different words and pronunciations and enunciations, and so I apologize. Sometimes I know I get too scientific, or, you know, I can't find the words in the limited English language with a 26 letter alphabet. You know what I mean? It's like, and that's actually confusing. That actually makes it worse. FYI, if anybody didn't know, English is the hardest language to learn. Because of the letter system. That's not a topic for right now, though. So, I'm going to head back to my place and get something to eat and gather everything together. Please, if you are able to watch the next video, I just want to ask you if you would, because the more you know, the better you can prepare. Okay? I love you guys very much, and I wish everyone health, wealth, and happiness, and lots of peace. Blessings, guys.